What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be continuing the series of videos that I've recently released, and that is this team a contender or pretender? In this video, I will be discussing the New York Knicks, a team that, honestly, I'm not going to say surprised me too much this year, because last year they were a playoff team, but with, the acquisitions of guys like OG Anunoby, I think the Knicks honestly are poised to make a deeper run than they did last year. Now mind you, they did lose in the second round to the Miami Heat. So when you look at ultimately what they could be facing in this upcoming, season, I just think, like I said, with the acquisition of OG Anunoby and the way that Jalen Brunson has been playing, Jalen Brunson is definitely a player that, by all means, I think he's honestly, in the Eastern Conference, it'd be hard pressed to say he's not the best guard in the Eastern Conference. I think about, even with Damian Lillard, even with, the play of Tyrese Maxey, I don't think he's there yet. I think it's really I don't think it's a stretch to say that Jalen Brunson is the best guard in the Eastern Conference. Tyrese Halliburton hasn't had the best after All-Star. So just looking at Jalen Brunson and his performances, MVP type performances for the Knicks, without Julius Randle. Mind you, the Knicks haven't had Julius Randle for a while now. They haven't had Mitchell Robinson for a while now. I look at the Knicks. I look at the play of Josh Hart. I look at Dante DiVincenzo. I look at the acquisitions of guys, again, like I said, Precious Achiuwa. I look at the rebounding with Hartenstein. I look at how the Knicks play defense. I just look at their team overall, and I say, honestly, I can see them making a strong push. Defense, we all know when the playoffs get here, it's totally different. It's not that up-down running style of NBA basketball that you have been accustomed to seeing. Possessions are going to be so important as we come down the stretch. When we get to playoff time. When we get to the playoffs, when we get to April, May, possibly June for certain teams, possessions are going to be very important. You're going to see guys ramping it up. And I think, like I said, with the play of guys like Josh Hart, who's a walking double-double at this point. I mean, there has been games where Josh Hart has grabbed 19 rebounds. 19! He's a guard. And he grabs 19 rebounds. Jalen Brunson could go for 25, 35, 45 if you give him the opportunity to. You look at, again, like I said, Dante DiVincenzo. You look at Bogdanovich. You look at Alec Burks. The Knicks, I feel like, have a team that's constructed to make a deep playoff run, especially in the Eastern Conference. Yes, there are teams above them. I mean, you want to mention Boston. You want to mention Milwaukee is shaky to me. I'm going to be honest. I see some of the things, and I think their defense is still not good enough, even with Giannis. I look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, who I feel like without Evan Mobley is still good, but I feel like they still need Evan Mobley. So I'm saying the Knicks are nestled right in that 1, 2, 3 conversation. Right now, I believe they are currently fourth in the Eastern Conference at the recording of this video. They are currently fourth, and if the playoffs were to start today, they will face off against a very, very good Orlando Magic team. But, like I said, I think this New York Knicks team is a contender. How far do they go, and deep in the playoffs do they make a run? That is yet to be seen. I'm going out on a limb. I wouldn't be surprised if they can find a way to maneuver around I don't know if it's possible though. If they can find a way to maneuver and get to that 2 spot, that two spot, I would like to see them there, because then that would mean they wouldn't have to face the Celtics till later. But we know the Boston Celtics are a tough out versus whoever they ultimately face in the playoffs, whether it be the second round on, because I think the Celtics will move past. I have the Celtics going to the Eastern Conference Finals, but this New York Knicks team could be on a track to go to the Eastern Conference. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if this New York Knicks team goes to the Eastern Conference Finals. I would not be in the slightest. We're talking about a Knicks team who haven't won a championship since 1973, haven't made an NBA Finals appearance in some time. It's been over 20 years since they've made an NBA Finals appearance. But again, like I said, with this current roster, and especially if Julius Randle returns, this team definitely look like they have what it takes to ultimately make a run. So I'm going to stamp the New York Knicks to be a contender and not a pretender. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. New York Knicks fans, NBA fans, or if this is just your first time tuning into the channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I catch you guys on the next video.